Beware and warning and welcome, everybody, to Choose Your Own Book Club. It is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and just the many adventures we get into along the way.
Like, you say that, but we do nothing.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm too busy record this podcast or end this podcast to do anything happy, so.
I do stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I take pictures. I read.
Yes, I do that too.
And I respond to messages.
Yes, I don't want to do that, so there's that.
Exactly.
So today we're covering Danger at Anchor Mine, number 49, by
Louise Munro Foley.
Yes, I found a book out in the wild. This one's actually circulating, which is a lot of fun.
That is exciting. So you can still get this one.
Yes. So if you do interlibrary loan through your library, sometimes you can find these old ones that are otherwise like $10, $20 on eBay.
Yep.
But libraries give it away for free.
Exactly.
So how have you been in the 5 minutes since I talked to you last? You've been busy, obviously.
Yeah. Had a bunch of mini vacations.
Yes.
This week we went on little mini day trips around Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
My middle child's birthday is August 24th. And so then we always spend like a week kind of doing something afterwards, a little vacation all around the great state of Wisconsin, which has so many weird little cool places that you can visit. We went to the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame Museum.
Mm-hmm. That's in Milwaukee.
That's in Milwaukee. We went to Safe House in Milwaukee.
That was me and Abby's first date was as a Safe House.
It's a great place. If you know the password.
Yes. I didn't tell Abby the password.
Oh, nice.
So she had to do something stupid.
Went to the National Mustard Museum.
So what's in the Mustard Museum?
Mustard.
Right. I can, yes, I gathered that from the
lots and
description.
lots and lots of mustard.
Do you get to taste them or no?
No.
Are you serious?
Well, they're all behind like plexiglass.
But then how do you...
It's display.
You won't get to taste any mustard.
They do have a mustard test kitchen.
Okay.
Which when they are doing demonstrations, then there's mustard-based cooking things that you can taste.
Okay.
But there's a lot of cool other things to look at there. And they have a mustard gift shop with lots of mustard things.
Okay.
That you can buy.
Did you get anything?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Mustard.
Oh, okay, good.
Some fancy mustard. Gosh, what else did we do? House on the Rock.
Do you want to explain House on the Rock to anybody?
Sure. So House on the Rock is this MCM mid-century modern house in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And I mean, like just like the design of it is very, very cool. It's up on a big rock and the house alone is really unique and interesting.
But the more you get into it, the weirder it gets. Like there's a giant carousel in it.
Yes, because there's like 3 parts to it. There's the house, which is where they actually lived, you know, the man and his wife who owned it. And then they have parts 2 and 3, which include this like big deep sea area where there's a humongous whale being attacked by a squid. And then throughout everywhere, there's these like little automaton things where you put in a coin and, you know, a little guy will start like playing a song or all these little things will pop out.
Or they like sawing a log.
Yeah. You know, it's a huge entire orchestra will start playing when you drop the coin in and it's all just being done by, you know, robotics that were set up.
Kind of like a wall drug.
Yeah.
But in a house.
And it's really cool. There's multiple carousels, including the world's largest carousel.
It was in American Gods, the Neil Gaiman.
Yeah. It's my favorite place.
Really?
Yes, I love it. It's so weird.
It is very weird.
I like to send my brother pictures of different things in there and just like ugly stuff and caption it, "This is you." Or one of my favorite things is it's like 2 little frogs and they look like they're slapping each other in the face. And I always send that to him when I go and say my favorite picture of us as children.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Let's get into this book.
Sure.
Danger at Anchor Mine.
Why not?
I want to talk about the cover really quick.
Yeah.
Because cover is very interesting. At the bottom, there's a girl.
That's us.
That is you, the character. And you have very like noodly arms that don't really seem to work. You have a big lantern, but the The light almost looks like the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, totally.
Behind you is the mine. And there's all these other characters and kind of like a soft focus, kind of like a soft 80s/90s focus.
I love how the dog has kind of like a halo of gold around its head. So it looks like
it's like a saint.
Celestial.
Yeah. And so then there's, I think, your grandma with a perm. There's one of the kidnappers with also a perm. And there's a angry looking cop. And then it's supposed to be, they're surrounded by gold, but it just looks like they're surrounded by corn.
No, I thought it was cheese curds. Wisconsin.
So yeah, very odd cover. Google it really quick if you haven't already.
And the dog,
or go onto our Instagram and see it there.
The dog also kind of looks like the dogs from Ghostbusters.
Oh, yes.
Totally.
Let's get into this book with our 60-second summary.
Was one of them a maze?
No.
You've never done it again.
Because you shamed me into not doing it. I got 2 options for you.
This one would work with a maze.
Yeah, but now you're never going to get a maze because you lost your privilege.
Maybe it's a maze the way you should use a maze.
So option number 1 is, again, we're talking about mines. I'm going to need to hear it in an old prospectory voice.
There's gold in them hills.
Option number 2 is, I don't know if you ever had to do this in like a science class. You would have to like take like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie, and you'd have to like dig out the chocolate chips.
Oh, yeah.
And it was supposedly like learning because you're learning about paleontology.
Sure.
But it's one of those things like you're not really learning anything. It's just a way to kill an hour.
Heck yeah.
So that's what I want you to do. I want you to pick apart. We'll find something in your kitchen, I'm sure. Or we'll just have a snack. And because I'm getting a little hungry.
Snack time.
And then so yeah, you'll try to mine out some chocolate chips or something like that while summarizing the book.
I'm really bad at doing 2 things at once, so that would be kind of funny. Let me see if I can find a snack.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Sure.
Okay.
Did you not have any cookies?
No.
Okay.
The second I get cookies in my house, my kids eat all the cookies. This is going to be so much harder anyway.
Okay, so you got a Lara bar.
Which is going to be impossible.
Yeah, because it's just like one big gel. Like this is like one big thing. You also didn't get a fork or a knife. You got like a fondue fork.
Yeah, it's going to be funnier.
So 60 seconds starts now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm visiting my grandma for the summer.
You're just slowly picking up.
I think it's for the summer. And she's like, hey, you got to work in the store. And I'm like, no, this is boring. So I'm cleaning some stuff up and I find my grandpa's diary. And in his diary, it's like...
It looks like you're just like a little kid and you're just bored and just playing with your food.
And in his diary, he's like, oh, there's some stuff in this key. And this stuff in the mine or whatever. And so you're like, Grandma, I gotta go in the mine.
You've barely made a dent.
Find my grandpa's stuff. And she's like, no, you gotta stay here and work.
That's your grandma voice?
No, you gotta stay here and work. She's from Canada. No, you got to stay here and work, guy.
Sorry.
Anyway, so you're like there with your grandma and you're like, then this guy comes in and he's like, hey, I'm a cop. You need to pay your taxes or I'm going to arrest you and put you in jail. And then you're
That's
like,
time.
Cops suck.
So yeah, you barely made a dent in your bar or in the summary of this book.
I got out a couple of nuts.
Okay.
See?
So if you want to see Abby's progress or lack thereof, it'll be on our Instagram. It's the saddest like Instagram lunch ever.
Okay. Into the book.
I like that.
After my perfect summary, we basically don't even need to do the podcast.
Yeah, so yeah. My name's Peter. I'm Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm Abby.
That's your real voice. That's been your real voice this whole time.
Yeah. I put on this voice for the podcast.
I put on this voice.
This is my fancy voice.
So since your grandfather's death 3 years ago, you have spent the summers helping in your grandma's store in a small Canadian mining town in northern Ontario. All the gold mines have been closed down for years. And if it weren't for the tourists visiting the forests and lakes of the area, Kirkland would be a ghost town. So you've always liked the stories of the gold mines. Your grandfather worked at the Anchor Mine years ago, and he told you many tales about his adventures below ground. Which, how many adventures are there, buddy? Like,
Who is he? David the gnome?
he's going spelunking.
My grandpa the worm.
But
He's
again,
a
like,
mole man.
are there really adventures? Like, I don't know. It seems really hard
We had
job.
so much fun under the ground.
Yes.
I don't know that's what I would call my job, but okay.
Mhm. Just before the anchor closed, your granddad and some of the other miners were paid in shares instead of money. They'd hoped that they'd strike it rich, but the anchor's gold petered out like all the rest.
I don't know, man. I think if my job tried to pay me in shares instead of money, we would have some problems.
Your job at the library?
Yeah, exactly.
I own 51% of this library.
Yeah, I think that would be a problem. Because, like, are there shares of the city?
But your grandmother still holds the stocks. She says they're worthless, but we're going to find out if that's true or not.
Uh-huh.
So you're digging through all of your grandpa's old things while you're cleaning out. And then you found in his diary.
Yeah, which I mentioned.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, I was too busy making fun of
I said
you.
I was reading his diary.
So his diary says,
Huge invasion of his privacy, by the way.
Mhm.
Even though he's dead. Come on.
close down number 4, west after the accident yesterday. There could be a fortune in there if only we had the key to Sam Carter's desk. Does that mean there's still gold in the anchor? You ask. You're thinking about this, but you're interrupted because you hear your grandma arguing with the popo.
Yeah. Guess who's here? It's the fuzz.
And he says, I'm warning you, Edame, you pay your town taxes within 10 days or you're going to jail. You know what I've never paid before? Is town taxes.
I don't know. Maybe it's different because she's a business. I have no idea.
I don't know
It
either.
sounds like extortion. Okay.
It does.
Sounds like he's extorting your grandma, which not shocked by. This guy seems like a butt.
You keep saying town taxes, and
Yeah.
everyone else keeps saying town taxes, so it seems like a legitimate thing.
Is this a Canadian thing?
I
Do
don't
we
know, it
not
might
get
be.
it because it's Canadian?
It might be.
Maybe it's Canadian.
You have to pay it in syrup. And so, yeah, your grandma's like, hey, I've always paid my bills. She's now about like $800 short,
Yeah.
and she hasn't paid her town taxes.
Yeah. She's like, listen, I have had some stuff pop up.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to find out what that is later, obviously.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to talk about it right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been busy. Okay.
So you have to pay this money in 10 days or else she goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think, that's not a thing either, right? You don't really, I mean, you could potentially, they would just take your assets, which, I mean, they would just take the store.
I don't know. There's a lot of rich people who don't pay any taxes and they're
They're
just
doing
out
fine.
in the world
That's fine.
doing whatever they want.
That's true.
So I don't think that's real.
Mm-hmm. This cop leaves, and then old Graham says, hey, this cop used to,
His family owns that anchor mine.
yes.
They owned
So
it.
just because they own the anchor, they think that they own the town and everyone in it. So Sam Carter was the owner, and grandfather worked for Sam Carter. The man was crazy with greed.
Mm-hmm.
I get upset just talking about him. So this gets to your first choice. You think back to that diary entry, like, oh, old Sam Carter's desk. If I can just get into there,
Yeah.
maybe I can get to number 4
Right on.
in the mine shaft and try to find this gold that Grandpa maybe knew about.
Exactly.
And you're going to find out basically everyone else knows about this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Almost literally everybody you talk to knows about number 4.
About the secret
Yes.
and the secret of the desk and the key. Not so secret.
Right. But I also like the setup of it's very 1980s, we can save the community center by, one last bake sale, one last battle of the bands.
Right. I loved it because it was very in the Goonies, they're like, we can save the town by finding this pirate's treasure.
Right. It seems somewhat Goonies inspired.
Yeah. It's great because it has all those makings of every classic kid adventure where it's like, I'm just going to go and do this,
So I did like that, yeah.
But then
we'll get into it more, but yeah.
every grown up is like, no, we all know about that thing.
This is dumb.
We know what you're doing, dum dum.
So this is your first choice. You can either go to ask Graham more about Sam Carter, who is the owner.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Roderick Carter, who is the police officer that's grumpy. So what did you do right away?
I don't want to talk to a cop.
Sure. And if you do this, it basically ends the book anyway.
Yeah. So I went and talked to Grandma about Sam Carter. I'm like, I know that it makes her upset. I'm going to go talk to her anyway.
And this gets into a lot of the backstory because you find out that Sam Carter is a munitions expert, besides being an owner.
Right.
And the day that the mine closed is when 14 people died.
Right. 2 survived.
And so you're not sure. It's possible that he blew it up knowing that there was gold in there.
Yeah.
Or it was possible that he blew it up knowing that there wasn't gold in there. It's 2 possible options because it's possible that he wanted to keep the gold to himself, or it's possible that he knew that there wasn't any gold and that the well was dried up, but he wanted to pay his workers in shares, and that's why he blew it up.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't know.
Right. So, I mean, either way, he probably, if he's the one who blew it up, probably because he was a munitions expert, like an explosives expert, and he had booby-trapped so many things.
Yes.
He's probably the one who blew it up. And one way or another, he's the one who essentially caused the deaths of these people.
Right. But Graham knows about number 4 West, the tunnel.
Yeah.
And you're going to find out basically everybody knows about it.
Yeah, it's not no a secret. It's a pretty big, everybody knows about it. But anyway, you learn a lot of the backstory about this number 4 West, the people who died in it, the 2 people who survived, one of whom is your grandpa. You get this information about the stuff that you want to know.
You also find out that Sam Carter died. He went crazy. He went broke, then he went crazy. He ended up shooting himself.
Yeah,
she tells you it's a very grisly book.
Yeah. She tells you that straight up. Like, he went into his office and he shot himself in the head.
Yes.
We're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is dark.
Backstory-wise, this is kind of like the darkest book we've ever done.
Yeah, pulling no punches. So you don't get all that exposition if you go and talk to the cop.
Right.
He basically is like, hey, what do you know, kid? And you're like, I have my grandpa's diary and it's got some secrets in it.
And I know about number 4. And it's like, oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, okay, we'll get the diary. I'll give you half of
a nickel.
I'll give you half of what it's all worth. And then you go back and get the diary and your grandma's like, hey, idiot. You basically just gave him nothing. He could have read that diary for free. So get back to the stockroom and sweep. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of that one. Obviously, if you talk to grandma, then you're like, okay, tomorrow's my day off. Phew, I can do whatever I want. I could hike out and explore the office at the Anchor Mine, or I can go to the library and get some more information because it's probably dangerous there. They probably have some old newspapers in the library, some old information. What am I going to do? Go to the Anchor Mine and just start blind looking for the key in Sam Carter's office, or go to the library?
So what'd you do?
I went to the library.
Me too. We're doing the same path so far.
As much as I am a person who loves action and wants to go explore right away, I'm also a dork and I love libraries.
I just wanted to see what happened.
Really?
It seemed because I just want to see like how this book approached libraries.
I wanted to go to the library because I love libraries.
Fair enough.
I mean, I did go to the Anchor later to see what happens.
Right. You end up in the office anyway. Or you can.
Yeah. When you go to the office, instead of going to the library to explore, you get there and there's a big black dog snarling at you. And you can't get to the desk.
Okay.
So
I never got that part.
You run out
okay.
and you go back to Grandma's store and the town gossip is there. And Grandma's like, help him put this stuff in his truck. And you go out to the back of the truck and the big snarling black dog is there. And the town gossip, I can't remember his name, is like...
Mr. Gramble?
Yeah, something, Mr. Gimble, Mr. something. He's like, hey, thanks for helping me move this stuff. And it's a good thing that your grandma's not going to be shipping you out of town because you were snooping around in places you shouldn't have been, huh? So basically, yeah, he figured you were going to be going out to the mine and planted his dog there so that you wouldn't be getting in trouble.
Just tape a dog to it. Anytime there's a problem, just tape a dog to it. You'll be fine. Yeah. But we're at the library.
But yeah, we're at the library.
And there's a sign on the librarian's desk that says Miss Munson.
Yes. And you get there and you basically say like, hey, do you have any information about Anchor Mine? And she's like, oh, yeah, we've got some boxes in the basement. Nobody ever wants to look at them though, except for the stupid cop.
Yes. So only Roderick Carter has looked.
And so you're like, oh, can I see him? She's like, okay, sure, fine. It's not cataloged.
Yeah, which I would never do.
right?
I would be like, well, no, like, what do you want? And I'll pull stuff for you. But I wouldn't just be like, yeah, go into this box of all this old stuff. Do whatever you want.
Right? It's just shuffle around through it. Leave it in random order, kid.
Yeah.
Go through our archival materials without using any proper handwear.
It's okay if you don't have a library card because you're out of town and we can't track you down.
Also, it's not properly cataloged. Like, I know this is a small town and you don't have like enough staff potentially to properly catalog, but these are like small boxes.
Right.
You didn't have time to do that. There's no other people here. There's not a single soul in the place. You're telling me that right now you can't be doing that in your downtime, Miss Munson? Can't be cataloging those boxes? Maybe
she was too busy making cover art on Canva for her podcast.
She's too busy planning story times that nobody's going to come to because there's nobody with children in this town, apparently.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oof.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, they're in this dusty basement with cobwebs all over them. This is terrible, like, storage of these documents. They're going to degrade so quickly.
Right. And then so she basically, like, she pulls out these boxes and she's like, okay, have fun. And then she goes up the stairs.
The boxes are just piled on the floor. Like, what if any moisture comes in to this basement?
If your basement floods, yeah, you're SOL.
I mean, these are one-of-a-kind documents. Hey, everybody who's listening right now. Do not leave your one-of-a-kind documents in a cardboard box on the floor in your basement.
And scan your stuff.
Peter and I are getting heated about this. She's like, just put everything back in the right cartons. I don't know what the right cartons are. I'm 10.
But yeah, she says we have stuff on the Anchor Mine.
Yeah.
But also the Piney Glen Mine.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other mines around there. But she specifically mentions Piney Glen and Anchor. And Piney Glen is the oldest mine in the township. They closed it about the turn of the century. It was being worked on before they ever put a machine on Anchorland, she says. And
then the door closes at the top of the stairs as Miss Munson slams it and returns to the library. So she's leaving a kid alone in the basement of the library.
Yeah. Also a terrible choice. Like,
yes.
What if I set the stuff on fire? Then I'm trapped in this basement. You're not going to know about it until it's way too late to save me. And then the rest of the building is going to go up in flames. I mean, it's just terrible management of the space. And then management of the people in the library. Oh my God.
Well, you sit on the floor and open one of the anchor boxes. There's reports, blueprints, engineering records. So where are you? There's no table.
No.
You should be putting this stuff on a table.
No, you're sitting on the floor. You literally at one point dump the contents of a box onto the floor.
Like it's a piñata.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And so, yeah, you're looking through everything.
Did you show this to Abby?
No, she doesn't care.
She would care. She would care about this.
The most important thing you find is a receipt written to Sam Carter for $5,000 for 100 acres of land previously known as the Pine Glen Mine, northwest of the town line. Blah, 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 keeps going. But then you realize that, part of the Pine Glen Mine, which closed down, butts up against the Anchor Mine.
Yeah, specifically to the number 4 west shaft.
Yes, which is where this gold potentially is.
Yeah. And you're like, holy buckets. Have I got some news that no one in this town will have heard of?
And that's when you get super excited. And that's when you shake everything out and you find this key.
Yeah. And then do you put everything back in the box?
It doesn't specifically say.
It doesn't specify, so probably not.
So then the next option is, hey, do you want to go to Pine Glen Shaft, where this old mine, which potentially has new clues, or do you want to go to the Anchor office, which was one of the initial options, but now you have this key. Yeah. So what did you do?
I went right to the Piney Glen Shaft.
Oh, okay, because we're different now.
Yeah, we finally hit our diverging paths.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I was like, I'm a key boy.
I'm an adventure girl. So I went right for the Piney Glen Shaft. I go upstairs. I shove the map and key in my pocket. I stole something without checking it out from an archival part of the library.
And the librarian even asked, like, hey, you put everything back and you lie. You lied to a librarian, Abby.
Well, their name is Librarian. So I can't mind too much. So I nod, I dash out the door. There's a little bit of time left in the day. Just a couple hours of daylight left. And I'm like, I can make it. I can make it to the Piney Glen Shaft. So I book it. I get over there, climb the fence into the anchor mine, head west for the Piney Glen shaft. And I'm like, there's got to be buildings around here. So I pull out the map. I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, found the area where the Piney Glen shaft and number 4 West converge. So I'm scanning the ground. I'm looking all around. I'm a little cautious because there might be rattlesnakes in this area.
Yes.
So I'm a little bit
There is an
paranoid.
ending where you die by rattlesnake.
Yes, there is. It's great. I'm walking along. I've gone a couple 100 miles and my foot plunges into a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ugh, my ankle is killing me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh no, I haven't even found the shaft. I just found a hollow that was washed out in the ground by spring rains. And I look at my ankle. It's all swollen and terrible. When I try to stand up, I can't. Sun is starting to set and I'm like, ugh, I'm going to die out here in the woods. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to crawl towards this building that I see in front of me. And I'm like, okay, I can make it. So I start crawling towards the building, pull myself up the wooden steps, like arm by arm. How do I have this much upper body strength? You know,
It's from stocking shelves.
Thanks, Grandma. So I get up there. I'm in the corner. My head is swimming with all the pain in my leg.
And the picture's very weird.
Yes. It's like I have my hands on my face. There's like light coming in from the window.
And you have your weird noodle arms again.
I've got my weird noodly arms. But I'm in this room and one wall has this mural with a forest scene on it, green and brown forest scene. And then above the mural in gold and black lettering, it says the Piney Glen Mine, C.R. Munson, owner. And I'm sitting there staring at the mural and the sun starts coming in the window and it's like golden sparkling lights start to kind of show up in the mural.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm looking at that, my ankle is throbbing. I kind of just like pass out from the pain. I wake up and I'm in a hospital bed and my grandma's sitting there and I'm like, huh? What?
And
How did you find me?
She's super cool with the situation, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, Margaret Munson said you'd been to the library and she could tell that you'd been in the Piney Glen box. And I was like, what? How could she tell? And she doesn't say, oh, because everything was all over the floor.
You didn't put anything away.
Right. She says she knows when anyone looks through her father's papers. And you go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Munson and Munson, yeah.
Yeah, they've got the same last name. His name was on the wall. And Grandma's like, oh, yeah, it's a really sad story. His wife, Charlie Munson's wife, was ill for a long time. So he sent her overseas to try to get her better, but eventually she died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then he ran out of money to operate the mine and his equipment broke down. He couldn't even afford to repair it or replace it. And then Sam Carter, owner of the anchor mine, offered to buy Piney Glen. He paid basically nothing for it. And then Charlie, according to your grandma, goes crazy.
Well, everyone's going crazy.
He kind of goes crazy. He kept saying that he was still rich. He had a fortune in gold. Even on his deathbed, he told Margaret that he'd leave her a place walled in gold.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no one believes him.
But
And then you're sitting there and you're thinking back to the gold specks flickering on the mural in the late afternoon sun. And you're like, I believe him. Call up Miss Munson. I've got a surprise for her. And then the picture shows you just sitting in a rocking chair with your foot up on the desk, chilling with a cat, holding a bunch of cash in your hands.
Yes.
Takes 6 weeks for your ankle to heal, but you're a celebrity in town because Miss Munson discovered the gold in the painting, in the mural. She gave you a large reward for your discovery. You're able to pay off Graham's town taxes. And you are fine. You don't have to do any sleuthing this year, but you can wait till next year. 1 gold strike a summer is enough for you. The end.
So we actually did find out like a good portion of the mystery.
Yeah. But that's not all the mystery. There's so much more to it.
There's so much happening in the mine.
What did you do at the breaking point where we broke off from each other?
Well, I'm a key boy.
You're the key man.
You're
the keeper.
So yeah, I know about Sam's desk. So I was like, hey, I'm going to try this key on Sam's desk, which you find out later. Other people have been like, yeah, we tried that. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
it's really, hey, dumb kid, you're dumb.
It's too big for the hole in the desk. It's not going to work, idiot.
And then you also find out that Sam was crazy and he probably booby-trapped this desk anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So it will blow up.
Which you hear from multiple different people.
And they're like, yeah, we've thought about this. Like, hey, new kid, like...
Don't touch the desk.
Yes. Uh-huh. And then so, yeah, I'm about to try the key. And then I hear a gruff voice behind me and says, don't touch that desk. Mm-hmm. And it's a woman with a pickaxe.
Annie.
It's Annie, yes. Uh-huh. And she says, this place is dangerous. Leave and don't come back. Whoever Annie is, she's crazy, you think. You move to his door and turn to glance, but it's impossible. Annie has disappeared.
Yeah.
So do you go back inside and try the desk again? Or do you try the key at a different time? So it's like, oh, she's gone. I'm just going to try it right now. I go inside. I try the key into the lock. The key's too big. I can't open the desk. You find out later that Carter had his desk moved to this other mine. And that's so no one's ever thought of that.
Yeah.
So it's the wrong desk.
When Carter bought Piney Glen, he moved his desk there. And so you're like, oh, everyone's been testing the wrong desk.
But basically inside this desk, there's like a secret passage. I didn't really get it.
Yeah, it's under the desk.
You basically fall through this little trapdoor.
Yeah.
And you're inside the mine. And then so you see this light moving. You don't know if it's like gas or if you don't know someone's down here. And then you run into Annie again.
Yeah. She's like, you solved my riddles 3.
And so Annie says, hey, your grandfather was a friend of mine. No one must find out that I live here.
It's wild because she told you to leave and not come back. And then she finds you down there and she's like, welcome. Hey, babe, come on in.
And then, yeah, you find out later that she might be dead. She might be a ghost.
Yeah, she's a ghost.
Okay. Yeah, because she died
10 years ago.
Yeah, she ran into the, when it was collapsing, she ran in and saved a bunch of people, but also died in the process.
Yeah, she ran in and saved 2 people. And then like some point later, like she was in a fire and something burned down.
And then, so yeah, we're just kind of walking along.
You're a miner in a mine.
I am. You kind of divulge your plan to Annie. You're like, hey, I think there's a map in the desk. I just need a key to that desk. It's going to point the way to number 4. And Annie's like, number 1, desk is booby-trapped. Don't go into the desk. Number 2, everyone knows how to get to number 4 except for you.
Yeah.
I will show you the way to get to number 4.
Yeah, she's like, it's like 3 notches down that way.
Yes. So you are so bad at being a detective.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, number 4 is down here. We're going to skip that. We're just going to go out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you out of here.
Yeah, she's
kid.
Like, go 3 up into the left and you'll be out. Don't go 3 up into the right because that will be number 4. If you take a right turn, you're going to die. Go up to the left and you'll be fine.
Well, guess what old Peter did?
Peter.
It's like, I didn't listen to Annie before. I'm not going to start now. Oh, and so I decided to go to number 4. I was like, I'm just going to take a little peep. I'm going to take a little Peter peep. You hold the lantern down so you can see where you're walking and turn left. You move very carefully. Your lantern flashes on white quartz, and you see a glimmer of yellow. Could it be gold? You hurry towards it. You never reach it. In your haste, your foot catches on the rim of the tracks. You stumble and fall. The explosion lights up the tunnel, just long enough for you to see the veined quartz clearly. Gold! You found the gold! And now you're buried with it. And now you're dead.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of the endings. A lot of the endings are either cave-ins or explosions.
Yeah. And it's funny because in some of the books, it's like you do stuff and I'm like, there's no way you could do that. You're a kid. Like, you can't do this. And this book was perfect at being like, you're a dumb klutz. You're a stupid little kid and you can't succeed. You keep messing up. Listen to grown-ups.
Yes. And the things that you think are secrets are actually very well known.
Yeah, that's not a secret. Everyone knows that. If you go up instead of exploring number 4 west, you get to the top. The cop guy is there.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, where you come from? Where'd you get that lantern?
And you can either lie,
which I want to do.
Sure, or you can tell the truth, and that's how you find out. One of the ways you find out that Annie is dead. Yeah.
If you lie to him, then you get randomly pulled into a smuggling ring.
Yes.
which is run by his cousin.
Yes. I didn't really understand the smuggling ring. What were they smuggling?
Shampoo and conditioner?
Yeah, I didn't really get it.
There had to be something being smuggled inside of it.
They were painting the outside of the...
They're painting the outside of the truck yellow.
I didn't understand why.
I didn't either. I don't know what they were smuggling. Were they smuggling people? Were they smuggling drugs? They had to have been smuggling something that wasn't actually shampoo, you know?
And it's a little bit of a callback because in your grandma's store, that is what you're stocking. You're stocking these shampoo and conditioner. So it's possible that your grandma is in on the smuggling ring and you just don't realize it.
Right. It's great because as you're trying to get away from these smugglers, you can do all these like funny bluffs to try to get away from them.
Yes. And you can pretend that you are a child hypnotist.
You're like, you clearly don't know who you're talking to.
And I told the driver to go a certain way. And then
he's going to drive us right to the cops.
Yes. And you're like, oh, but there's no windows inside the back of this cab, so you don't know if I'm telling the truth or not.
Also great is the time where you make a bunch of noise and like try to get the gun from the guy and like shoots off and hits the shampoo bottles, and the guy that you're fighting against like slips like it's a Benny Hill episode or something, knocks himself out, and then the truck driver pulls over and you're like, I don't want to kill a guy. So you put the gun down, you grab a shampoo bottle, you start squirting it in the person's face who opens the door, and he's like, knock it off, I'm a cop. But there was like 5 different ways you could escape from them. And one of them is like, run to the elevator and try to escape from the elevator. And you get in the elevator and Annie's like, go back to being captured. And you're like, what? You're terrible. You're a terrible guide.
And what happens then?
Then you just go back and have more opportunities to bluff your way out of it. She's like, you can't go down or up to get out of here. Like, you only can drive out with them.
Interesting. So. But that's only a couple branches with these smugglers.
Yeah.
Most of the branches are either you're having adventures with Annie or you take Roderick down, the cop.
Yep. And then he finds some gold and stuff, and you escape from him because he was being a little cuckoo. Then you get back to your grandma's shop. You can either help save Roderick or he dies by getting exploded in the mine.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it's great.
I remember saving him.
In one of the saving ones, you find out why your grandma has been spending all of her extra town tax money.
Because inside the mine, she is smuggling basically illegal aliens.
Mrs. Henry and your grandma have been helping smuggle immigrants.
Yes.
Who are trying to flee from dictatorial kind of places in Latin America and haven't been able to like get legal entry into countries.
Which is so interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, both with the time, of course.
Yeah. I really liked that part. But you say to your grandma, that's illegal and wrong. And she says, well, it may be illegal, but I don't think it's wrong. I really like that part. I'm like, yeah, grandma. Heck yeah.
It's so interesting, though, because they keep talking about, there's this word that keeps coming up is adit. A-D-I-T.
Yeah.
And so an adit is a vertical shaft in a mine.
Yeah.
Either for ventilation or to get out whatever you're mining.
Right.
But it also, an ADIT also stands for Alien Documentation Identification and Telecommunication Card.
Oh.
So it's something that you need.
Interesting.
For immigration status.
Huh. Funny.
And I don't think that's what she was going for, but it's just very interesting that those two things collide.
It was cool, though, to have grandma kind of explain it to you as like a modern day underground railroad where these people would be with her and being cared for her and Mrs. Henry for a period of time. And then they would move along to like the next kind of stop along there.
And like you said, it is also interesting that you're not instantly on board.
Yeah.
And grandma kind of has to, it's just in one sentence, but grandma still has to kind of warm you to her side.
Yeah.
And then, there's parts where this immigrant family will save Roderick, and then Roderick will regain consciousness and then try to arrest the family.
Yeah.
And so you have to kind of create a diversion to get the immigrant family to their next stop.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite death? We didn't do favorite deaths last time, I just realized.
I think one of my favorite deaths, and there's so many great deaths, and they're all pretty gnarly. One of my favorite deaths is when I fell down a shaft that I didn't see as I was fleeing and I fell down and I broke my neck. Yeah. That was a good one. There was, because the previous summer, a kid who went exploring.
Yes, and that's why Grandma's kind of like freaking out about you going on your own, because the previous summer, another kid died in the mine.
Yeah, because they went exploring to look for probably the same exact thing. Grandma's like, don't do that, dumb. And you're like, oh, I'm going to look around for stuff. And then, you do it anyway. You fall down the mine shaft and break your neck. And then it says, oh, perhaps next summer you'll be a cautionary tale for another child.
Yes. We were too busy talking about library stuff to remember that part.
That one was really great. And then the other one where you're like going in to try to save Roderick and you're like, come on, man, let's go. Like, you found the gold. Good for you. We got to go. And he's like, no, I can get it out. I swear I can. He's using the butt of his rifle, like banging on the wall. And you're like, dude, don't do it. This whole place is booby.
Yes. And the picture is crazy.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, oh, the explosion is deafening as the walls cave in on you and Roderick. His statement about the gold echoes through your head because he's like, there's enough gold here to last me a lifetime. And there's only one problem. The rest of his life is over. And so is yours.
Roderick looks wrecked.
Yeah.
And then, but you're like half covered in rocks, but you look kind of like Punky Brewster-esque, like, uh-oh, how am I going to get out of this situation?
Right.
The ending that I thought was really grisly was, again, you're with Roderick and this is mine. There's a canary that kind of flitters here and there. It's probably a ghost canary, but whatever. I don't 100% remember how you get here, but you're trapped in the mine and Roderick is passed out. You're holding this bird. Oh yeah, it's another
time when Miss Henry and you go to save him.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. The bird is dead in your hands, and there's it's a really sad picture of you holding this bird.
Yeah, you're like crying because you know that the reason why the bird is dead and Roderick is unconscious is because the air in that shaft is bad. I mean, that's why they brought canaries down into the mines.
Tears trickle down your cheeks. You cry for the bird and for Roderick and for yourself, for you know what your fate is. Roderick knew too. He must have found the dead bird on the rock and realized the air was bad in the tunnel. He tried to reach the adit, but there wasn't enough oxygen to keep him going. Searchers find your body the next day, and the adit is sealed off as a safety measure, but no one goes to the end of the tunnel. The other body is never found, and the infamous number 4 West becomes a tomb for Roderick and his fictional fortune. Ooh. So what did you think of this one? I think it's fairly obvious, but...
Yeah, I thought this one was pretty great. It's a pretty fun mystery, and it's one where you really do have to read most of the book to get all of the information.
Right.
Which makes it a fun one to read multiple times.
I agree.
In one sitting. So,
like, you don't find out about the desk switching. I think you only find that out like 1 or 2 branches.
Yeah, there's really only, I think, 1 or 2 ways to find out about that. You only find out about the family of immigrant people, one possible ending. You know, like there's only like all of the pieces to the puzzle of Grandma's money and all of the things that you hear kind of in the beginning exposition. You only find out all of those things if you read every ending of the book, which is rare. Usually in these books, you don't have to read every ending. In this one, there's 16 possible endings, and you really, really do need to read everything to feel like, I know the mystery, I figured it all out.
Right.
So that was pretty unique. And it was fun to read every ending to feel like you'd figured it all out. So I liked this one.
I liked it too. I like that you're kind of put in your place a lot by grown-ups. Yeah. It felt very realistic in a sense.
It's like, there was a book by Mac Barnett, who's he's the kids' child literature ambassador right now.
I'm aware.
Yes, I'm telling the listeners. But he has this series called the Brixton Brothers Detective Agency, which I love. I think it's like absolutely hilarious. But in there, the main character has a fictional book series that's a lot like the Hardy Brothers that he really likes. And in that series, the boys who are like, brothers who are detectives keep like laying out adults, fully grown adults with punches and stuff. So in then the young protagonist of the Brixton Brothers Detective agency books, starts trying to like has this mystery happen. He goes to lay out an adult with a big punch, haymaker punch, and he breaks his hand because you're a little kid. You can't like full on punch a grown up in the face. It's going to hurt your hand. You're little. So that's what it reminded me of because I was like, yeah, you're a kid, man. Like,
or I read this one while listening to the Stranger Things soundtrack.
Oh, fun.
And so, yeah, I was getting like a lot of 80s vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Goonies. And so I think that's how I'm going to listen to or read a lot of these books now. And so, yeah, that really helped kind of get into the vibe, the mystery aspect of it. I like how there are all those callbacks, like the shampoo and the conditioner that they're stocking, or is what they're smuggling. So, yeah, it's very well written. I didn't care for the illustrations. I thought it's kind of like those 80s illustrations where it's very kind of soft focus and a little too like sketch heavy. It just, they don't necessarily age the best.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of like the Babysitters Club illustrations,
sure.
you know?
So, yeah, but I mean, that's a minor thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I would definitely put this in the top half.
Yeah, it was fun. I
think there's a couple things we didn't get to, so I think it's worth picking up. Let's wrap it up.
Sure.
Make sure that you rate, review, subscribe on whatever platform you use. You can rate on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Pocket Casts. There might be a couple others out there, but those are our top 3. You can follow us on Instagram. Abby will post some of the photos, and she'll also respond to you. You can follow us on Redbubble. We got shirts, stickers. We uploaded some new stuff from our new shows, our Redwall show and our Nancy Drew show, that we'll be doing on occasion, just kind of fill in the schedule a little bit. Because I don't have friends, I have podcasts instead. That should be a shirt. I don't have friends, I have podcasts. Trademark. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that about wraps it up. Our next book won't be a Choose Your Own Adventure book because we'll be going into spooky season and we'll be going into Goosebumps. Goosebumps. So we'll be doing Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Goosebumps number 4, which is
The Deadly Experiments of Dr. Eeek.
So those are always wacky.
All right. You had me at Goosebumps.
So yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, so my name's Peter, I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This has been Choose Your Own Book Club. We'll see you next time.